Hello everyone, this side Manisha Mishra, Assistant Professor in Mathematics, Applied Science Department at St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, Gurgaon. This college is affiliated to Maharajanan University, Rohtak. Today I will discuss our last topic, uses of time series and change in growth in time series. These two topics are left in our fourth unit, so I will cover it in this video, these two topics. And today your fourth unit is completed. That means your all syllabus will be completed today, right? So unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4. So if you have any doubt related to these four units, then you can ask me, right? Now, uses of time series. Your topic is uses of time series in business forecasting and its limitations. And analysis of time series has a lot of utilities for the various fields of human interest. Example, business, economics, sociology, politics, administration, etc. It is also found very useful in the fields of physical and natural sciences. As I told you that we can use our time series in business forecasting, uh, weather forecasting, right? So examples are also here, that business, economics, sociology, politics, administrations, right? So first point is it helps in studying the behaviors of a variable. So in a time series, the past data relating to a variable over a period of time are arranged in an orderly manner. As I told you that if you are arranging a data in a order, are you listing a data in order, that means in a sequence, so that will be your time series. By simple observation of a such series, one can understand the nature of change that takes place with the variable in course of time. Further, by the technique of isolation applied to the series, one can tendency of the variable, seasonal change, cyclic change, and irregular or accidental change with the variables. Means your behavior can be changed, otherwise your tendency of variable. So behavior of the variable can be changed, right? Seasonal changes भी हो सकते हैं, cyclic भी हो सकते हैं, irregular और accidental भी हो सकते हैं, right? Now, second point is it helps in forecasting. So it depends what forecasting is happening. So the analysis of a time series reveals the mode of changes in the value of a variable in course of the times. This helps us in forecasting the future value of a variable after a certain period. Thus, with the help of such a series, we can make our future plan relating to certain matter like production, sales, profits, etc. This is how in a planned economy, all plans for the future development are the analysis of time series of the relevant data. Now, third point is it helps in evaluating the performance. So, evaluation of the actual performance with reference to the predetermined targets is highly necessary to judge the efficiency or otherwise in the progress of a certain work. For example, the achievements or out 5-year plans are evaluated by determining the annual rate of growth in the gross national product, right? Similarly, our policy of controlling the inflation and price rises is evaluated with the help of various price indices. All these are facilitated by analysis of the time series relating to the relevant variables. Right now, fourth point is it helps in making comparative study. So comparative study of data relating to two or more periods, region or industries reveals a lot of valuable information which guide a management in taking the proper course of action for the future. A time series per se provides a scientific basis for making the comparison between the two or more related sets of data. As in such series, the data are chronologically and the fact of its various compacts are gradually isolated and unraveled. Right now, there are some limitations of time series. So first is analyzing the impact of single events. So single events means when you try to assess the impact of single event, the major problem is that there are always many events occurring at any one time. Means at one time there may be there may be occurring so many events. Suppose you are trying to assess the effect of a new toll on a bridge A on traffic across bridge B. That means this is the toll bridge, and event is happening on a and event is also happening on B. So you are controlling you are just assess these effects. But a new store opened near bridge B the same day the toll was introduced, permanently increasing traffic on bridge B. When critics remind us that correlation does not imply causation. They are mostly talking about the possible effects of overlooked variables. But in these time series examples, we are talking about the possible effects of overlooked events. It's difficult to say which type of problem is more intractable, but they do seem to be different types of problems. So this is the examples, and this is the example of the impact of single events. Right now, another one, analyzing causal patterns. So there is also example here. When scientists use time series to study the effect of one variable on another, they usually have at least two time series, one for the independent variable and another for the dependent variable. As in our earlier example on the relation between unemployment and crime, the problems in analyzing causal patterns are difficult but not impossible. Now, calculating growth rate in time series. So this is also asked in your exam. By time series, we mean a series of value of a variable, the values of which vary according to the passage of time. In such type of variables, the time factor plays an important role in affecting the variable to a marked extent. That means if you are calculating your time series, so time is matter, and also growth is also here matter, right? So the example of such series may be cites as under. First, I series relation relating to consumption, production, or prices of certain goods. So here there is a growth also here, consumption and production, right? So your production means your goods can be means consumption means like you can say that means कितनी हमारी खपत हो रही, कितनी बचत हो रही है, कितना क्या हो रहा है, तो वो डिपेंड करता है, वो ग्रोथ पे डिपेंड करता है, right? A series relating to purchase, sales, profits or losses of a certain business concern. So this is also a growth, means purchase करना, sale करना, कितना profit, कितना loss. So this is a business concern. This also in a business concern. So a series relating to agriculture of industrial production, investment, foreign exchange reserves, populations, crimes, national income, or imports and export of a company. This is also a growth. So you can measure the growth rate by the time series. Fourth point, a series relating to bank deposits, bank clearings, prices of shares or dividend rates of a certain company. Fifth point, a series relating to temperature, rainfall or yield of a particular area. Characteristics of a time series. From all the above definitions, the essential characteristics of a time series may be derived as under. First, it consists of a set of values of a variable with references to the time of their occurrence. As such, a series to constitute a time series must exhibit the data in two columns, at least time column and value column, right? Second point, it consists of the data quite for a long period, say 71020 or 30 periods of year, month, weeks or days, which may be reasonable for the problem in issue. Third point, it consists of equal time gaps between the various values of a variable. Example, 1999, 2000, 2001, 2002, and 2003. So you can see that your uh, difference are equal. That means if you have a sequence, so your sequence differences are equal here. January, February, March, April, etc. This means that the data must have been obtained in equal order of chronology. Now, fifth point, it represents a variable, the values of which are affected by the time factor. For example, the price of woolen product goes put during the winter season and come down during the summer season. Yeah, we know that our sales of wools always produced, production of the sales always be increased in our winter season and decrease in our summer season. As such, the gap, if any, in the data must be capable of being interpolated or extrapolated with references to the effect of the time factor. Right. So this is your characteristics of your uh, time series. Right. Now, there is an example here, and seasonal variation, change in data within different seasonal, January cold, maybe May, June hot, rainy, right? So फ्रिज सो फ्रिज की डिमांड कब कब होती है डिमांड लेस इन विंटर एंड मोर इन समर राइट woolen cloth as I told you demand in more demand in winter and less demand in summer. Method of simple averages example are seasonal data. That means you will divide your data monthly, quarterly, like January, February, March, right? And the monthly data, so seasonal index for January you will calculate by January to December, you will calculate by the formula average of January divided by general average into your or grand average into 100. Right? When quarterly, if you are dividing your data, so seasonal index for first quarter will be average of the first quarter divided by grand average into 100. For same for the second quarterly, third quarterly, fourth quarterly, right? So there is an example here. So they are asking to calculate seasonal index number, right? So year is given 1982, 1983, 1984. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, right? That means you are dividing your data quarterly. Now, first quarter, so you will find your seasonal index for the first quarter. So total is 114 divided by 3, so it will be 38. For the second quarter, so you will find your average, so 41. Third quarter, so 33 plus 36 plus 33 divided by 3, so you will get 34. For the average of the fourth quarter, so you are getting 34, and your grand average will be 38 plus 41 plus 34 plus 34 divided by 4. So it will be 36.75. Now, seasonal index formula is quarterly average divided by grand average into 100. So 38 divided by 36.75 into 100. So first quarterly as seasonal index, you are getting 103.40. Same for the second quarter, third quarter, and the fourth quarter. And graphical representation as Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, and this is your quarterly the division of your data. And these are the you are considering that the 90, 94, 98, 102, 110. So just draw all these points. So 103 will be between 798 to 103. So here, and for the second, you are getting 9111. So 111 will be higher than 110. 92 will be here, and 92.52 also be here. Right? Now, second, ratio to moving average method. So ratio to moving average method formula is original value divided by trend value into 100. That means T is your moving average, O is your original value, right? There is an example here also to calculate your trend value moving to average, ratio to moving average. So 1985 86, 87, and first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. So you can see here that you are calculating for the first year. So first, second, third, fourth column will be here, third quarter values, and moving total, four quarterly moving value, two period total, generalized total, and four quarterly moving, that means total or trend values T here. And last but column is ratio to moving average. So what will you do? Your first, second, third quarter, fourth quarter value will be here 68, 62, 61, 63. You will write all these here. Then find the total of these, so it gets 254. Now for the 1986, so add all of these, so find grand total here and also here. Now what will you do? Means 68 means 254, right? 8 plus 2, 10, 4, 4, and 254. Now add these two, 4, 62 plus 61 plus 63 plus 65, it will be 251. Now again second, add 61 plus 63, 65 plus 58, it will be for 247. Now add 63, 65 means 1 1 एक एक करके आपको छोड़ के चार चार वैल्यू को ऐड करना है, that right? So you will get this line. Now two periods total generalized. So what will you do? Two periods means you will add 254 plus 251. So you will get 505. Then 251 plus 247. So 498. Then 247 plus 248. So 494. 247 plus 245. 492. Then अब आपको यहाँ पर two values को लेके add करके ये लिखना है. So this is your O. Right? Now, four quarterly moving values or trend values. So after that you will do just divided by 8 here, because 4 plus 4, right? So you will add divided by 8. So 8 divided by 505 divided by 8, so you will get this one, this one, this one. Same process will be continue, and last 516 divided by 8, right? Now ratio to trend moving average, so just put all these value. O upon T into 100. So O is your 505 divided by 63.125 into 100, right? So just divide all these values, then your answer will be here. So you will find your average values for this one, for this one, for this one, and for this one, right? Okay, so I have completed your fourth unit, and if you guys have any doubts, so you can ask me, and do your practice exercise related to second unit and third unit, because there are also applications. So just solve all these applications with your theory, right? Prepare for your exam, each and every topic. Thank you.